Good morning, everyone. How are you today? So it's raining, no? But I do believe that everybody is doing good. And for today's session, we will be discussing another topic. So we are on our second session for this semester. So we've done already, no? Last meeting we discussed about the hospitality overview. We've started with the pineapple tradition in the hospitality and tourism industry, as well as we differentiated, no, what is the relationship of hospitality and tourism. And lastly, we define the meaning of hospitality. So now we are about to discuss the standards of ideal housekeeping. So to start with our learning objectives, that at the end of the session, the students must be able to differentiate between domestic housekeeping from institutional housekeeping. And then let's explain the reasons of good housekeeping to the hospitality business. And lastly, identify standards of ideal housekeeping. Okay? So I hope and pray, no, that you will listen from this recorded lesson so that you may answer later on, no, the assignment that I'll be giving to all of you. Okay? So here, as you can see, we have the word housekeeping. Okay? So when we say housekeeping, it refers to the upkeep and maintenance of cleanliness and order in a house or a lodging establishment such as inn, hotel, apartment, condominium, resort, dormitory, or a hospital. So when we say housekeeping, this is something to do with the management or the organization having a physical space, or typically it can be at home, it can be um, inside the office or other building, to ensure, no, the cleanliness and orderliness of a certain space or area. So parang sinasabi dito, it must be well maintained all the time. So of course this involves a range of tasks, syempre, and other activities, no, to be aimed by those housekeeper. So mamaya mame-mention natin yung trabaho ng housekeeper in order to ensure again the hygiene, the tidiness of the working environment, and so on and so forth. So with that, let's define also the definition when we say housekeeper. So pag sinabi naman daw na housekeeper, they are the one who is responsible for administering housekeeping, maintenance, and for ensuring that everything is in order. So everything in order is something to do with placing or arranging stops, no, and things to a certain place so that it will give appeal, no, to the guest. It will give comfort to the guest, as well as the safety and protection. So what are those areas of housekeeping, okay, na kailangang i-maintain ng ating mga housekeeper? Anyway, the other term of housekeeper ngayon sa hotel, they use the word the room attendant. Okay? So, again, what are those things that they need to maintain? Of course, meron tayo sa hotel kasi may mga areas tayong dapat nating chine-check from time to time. It's cleanliness and orderliness, no? Laging andun tayo sa point na yun eh. Yung linis nito, and then organized ba yung mga stuff, yung mga gamit, no? And so on and so forth. So, we have the parking area. They need to maintain the parking area. And then, yung lobby ng hotel. Meron din tayong hallways inside the hotel. Meron din tayong guest room. Ayan, ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat. And of course, meron tayong mga bathroom sa loob mismo ng guest room. At meron din tayong mga bathroom na makikita natin along the way, no? And of course, kasama din sa maintenance yung iba't ibang department na meron sa loob ng hotel. Okay? So, syempre, meron din tayong tinatawag na types of housekeeping. So, dalawa lang to class. So, when we say domestic, it refers to housekeeping maintenance in a house. So, the usual practice, no, na ginagawa natin sa bahay, no, na paglilinis, pag-aayos, we are putting things in a proper way, no? Ina-arrange natin 'yan to make it more appealing, no, sa ating mga mata. So, this is what we call domestic. Okay? Starting cleaning sa ating kwarto, and then sa sala, sa kusina, sa terrace natin, sa comfort room natin, sa parking area natin kung meron din. So, that's what we call a type of housekeeping, which is the domestic. So, pag sinabi naman nating institutional, it applies to housekeeping maintenance, pero naka-specific siya sa commercial lodging establishment. Like what? Ayan, yung mga hotels natin, mga resorts, inns, apartels, sama na din natin dito yung hospital, mall, ano pa ba? Mga office, and whatsoever. So, that is institutional housekeeping. So, meron tayong dalawang types ng housekeeping ha. Always remember that we have domestic. Lagi niyong tatandaan yung keyword, maintenance. Maintenance inside the house. Pag institutional naman, it always refers to the maintenance to any types of lodging establishments. Okay? So, next is we have the reasons, no, to maintain good housekeeping. So number one here is we have the increase of your company's efficiency. So it says here, when materials and scraps are kept at designated locations, your company's lost time will be reduced. So this is because a little or no production time will be lost in searching for materials relevant to the production process. So dito sa part na to, of course, no, if we can assess sa halimbawa ng isang hotel, of course, present dyan sa housekeeping ang cleaning tools and equipment. Meron din tayong mga cleaning agents or cleaning chemicals para makapaglinis, syempre, yung mga room attendant natin and housekeeper. So, dito sa reason number one natin, para mag-increase yung efficiency. So, this is referring the efficiency, of course, ng kabuuan ng kabuuang hotel. So, nagko-consider tayo doon sa capacity ng ating personnel that they must be familiar kung saan naka-designate or kung saan nila pwedeng mahanap yung mga cleaning tools and equipment and yung mga cleaning or chemical agents natin na ginagamit na panglinis. Kasi, if the personnel or the staff, halimbawa, is they are not familiar or they don't know kung saan nila hahagilapin yung mga gamit, no, panglinis. So, it will consume time. So, there's a chance na chunks of time yung pwedeng makain ng ating housekeeper or room attendant kakahanap lang ng materials to be used in cleaning. So, in order to increase company's efficiency, the housekeeper or room attendant must know the locations kung saan naka-designate yung mga gamit, no? Cleaning tools and equipment and any cleaning agents, no? Na kailangan gamitin sa kanilang paglilinis every day. Okay? So, mas tataas yung productivity if nababawasan tayo sa time ng kakahanap ng bagay na hindi naman natin makita, and at the end, wala rin tayong magagawa sa loob ng isang araw kasi hindi natin nakita yung gamit na yon. Okay? So, napakahalaga niyan. Then, we have another reason, which is the reduction of potential of fire outbreak. So, it says here that fire is essentially a chemical reaction of fuel. So, heat and oxygen, and by placing combustible materials at designated locations, cutting off the fuel source, fire outbreak is less likely to occur in your workplace. So, class, ano ba yung mga samples natin ng mga combustible materials. So, sa housekeeping department, the housekeeper must are responsible in placing combustible materials separated siya, no? Like, it can be solid, liquid, or gas type ng combustible materials natin na possible mag-cause ng fire or fire outbreak. So actually, ang responsible kasi dito once may mga fire outbreak is of course the housekeeping department, especially the security, safety and maintenance department. So may mga combustible materials like sa solid tayo. Meron tayong wood, may paper, may textiles, meron tayong cardboard, plastics. So ito yung mga materials natin na dapat hinihiwalay natin siya lalo na sa mga fuel, no? Mga fuel natin, things na meron sa loob ng isang sa hotel or especially sa housekeeping department. And then meron din tayong liquids like gasoline, alcohol, what else? Yung mga flammable, no? Na mga solvents and so on. So kailangan nakahiwalay siya sa ating sa possible na mag-cause ng fire sa not just sa housekeeping department pero sa loob mismo ng hotel. And of course, may mga gases din tayo like materials and chemicals na merong content ng um, methane, hydrogen, ganyan, or the natural gas or propane if you're familiar with that. So it is important to note that those materials are combustible. So it can cause fire anytime within the day. So it can cause flame or flammability, and the ignition characteristic can vary from the safety precautions. Meron tayo dapat proper storage, and syempre yung handling guidelines should be followed to minimize the risk of fires or hindi lang fire, accidents as well when dealing with combustible materials. So yun. Another is that we have another reason is the reduction of potential injuries and harm to staff. So by proactively ensuring cleanliness and tidiness in your workplace, slips, trips, and falls are less likely to occur, and employees are safer as a result. Yan. So tatanungin ko kayo. Sooner or later, all of you will be working individual soon. So some of you will be assigned as a housekeeper or room attendant sa mga hotel someday. So paano ba natin mai-ensure yung safety ng ating ng guests and even yung mga staff natin sa loob so that we can maintain a good housekeeping? Sige nga. Try to think, how can we avoid? I'll give you time to think kung ano yung mga samples natin in order to avoid some accident or injuries. Siyempre, in charge pa din dyan si housekeeping, no? Kasi hindi naman pwede ang magplan yan si food and beverage department or si front office, 'di ba? Or yung accounting or HR department natin. But instead, ang magpapa-implement si housekeeping pa din. So, the question is that how? Sabi dito, by proactively ensuring cleanliness and tidiness in your workplace, slips, trips, and falls are less likely to occur and employees are safer as a result. So, paano ba natin marireduce yon? So, sa part ng ating mga housekeeper or room attendant, number one that they need to check is yung kanilang good posture and balance, no? It's very important. Like, they need to stand and walk with a straight back, shoulders relaxed, then yung weight are evenly distributed in both feet. Yan. So, mahalaga rin pala siya, no? In order to avoid accident. Ano pa? Wearing of proper footwear. So, housekeeper or room attendant need to choose shoes with slip resistant, 'di ba? And then avoid high heels and worn out shoes na tinatawag with smooth sole. So kasi ano 'yan eh, um, prone sa slippery floor yung mga shoes na may heels or yung mga merong smooth soles. So ano pa ba? Use handrails, 'di ba? Very basic when climbing stairs, 'di ba? Always use handrails for support and balance. To avoid injury nga naman. So clean up spills promptly, sama na natin 'yan. So syempre, usually mga spill is commonly from food, pero pwede ding galing sa mga cleaning or chemical agents natin. So, ano pa? Use non-slip mats, no? Place non-slip mats or rugs sa mga areas na prone sa mga moisture, especially sa kitchen and bathrooms, no? Kailangan lagi may mga slip mats tayo. Ano pa ba? Proper lighting is necessary, 'di ba? Ensure that the hallways, yung mga staircases, walkways are well lit to help identify potential hazard. 'Di ba? Sabi nila, ang hirap nga namang kumilos pag madilim, no? Or hindi sapat yung liwanag. Paano mo gagawin yung isang bagay? Okay. Then of course, isama na rin natin that um, staff must or housekeeper room attendant must watch their step. So pay attention to where they're walking, especially if unfamiliar yung areas. Ayan. And siguro isama na rin nating sample is yung paggamit no ng safety equipment natin. So, ayan. Ano pa ba? At marami pang iba. Okay? So, yung mga samples natin ay sapat na yon for you to understand that those things are needed in order to reduce any potential injuries and harm to the staff. Then, meron din tayong reason which is to enhance company's perception and preserve its future. So visitors and prospective partners will have a higher estimation of your company if it's clean. Tama naman, 'di ba? And tidy as opposed to dirty and cluttered. So they would be more likely to return and do business. And these deals will not just keep your company afloat, but it will ensure it thrives. So ano ba yung kailangan nating i-preserve for the future? Meron ba kayong idea in mind? So kasama siya sa reason, no? Enhance company's perception and preserve its future. Paano natin siya mape-preserve? So syempre dito makikita natin, no, that hotels must have the what we call sustainable practices so that the customer will return back to them. So implement, no, pwede nating ibigay na halimbawa dito is to implement eco-friendly practices like energy and water conservation, waste reduction, ano pa ba? Yung mga responsible sourcing of materials can help the hotel's operations, no, to have a minimal negative impact on the environment. Sama natin yan. Ano pa ba? Maintain infrastructure. So, dito nagre-reflect yung regular maintenance of the hotel's physical infrastructure, including the building system, ano pa ba? Yan, yung appearance mismo, no? Physical appearance ng isang hotel sa ating mga guests, nagmamatter yun sa kanila. So, we need to preserve that also. Ano pa yung kailangan natin i-preserve? Siyempre, hindi mawawala yung guest experience. So, provide exceptional service, of course, high-quality amenities, and comfortable accommodations, siyempre. So, what else? Kasi dito, hindi naman sometimes, no? Pero most of the time, ito yung reason kaya nagre-repeat visit sila. Okay? Kasi, um, yes, andun tayo sa, we're providing, sabi nga, exceptional service sa kanila. So, another is yung employee development, no? Yung mga housekeeper, room attendant natin, doon lang ako magbibigay ng specification, no? Pero isama din natin dito yung mga ibang employee sa loob ng hotel. So, employee development kasama yan sa pagpe-preserve ng future na isang hotel so that we can maintain the good housekeeping. Kasi ano meron sa employee development? So, kapag train sila, okay, mas malaki yung chance na makapag-contribute sila sa hotel, lalo na sa success ng hotel. Mas lalong nahahasa sila sa kanilang skills, mas namomotivate sila, and even yung workforce, mas napapadali. Okay? So, another thing, ayan. So, I hope naintindihan natin yung mga reasons. Meron tayong standards of ideal housekeeping. Okay, ito yung mga checklist natin. So, makikita nyo sa checklist, number 1, meron tayong cleanliness. So, sa cleanliness, so nakikita nyo may mga check. So, dapat, ito yung kailangan nating ma-evaluate, no? Sa part ng housekeeper or room attendant, from time to time, na duty sila, or from time to time, na nagpe-perform sila sa work nila, or sa workplace. So, all areas are immaculately clean, corner to corner, top to bottom, including surface. Closets, cabinets, and storage areas are also kept clean. Furniture, fixtures are properly dusted. Kasama na rin yung doorknobs, metal fixtures, polish with right metal polishing chemical. Windows and glass panels are dusted and polished. Floors are vacuum, polish, or shampoo when necessary. So that's for cleanliness category. Another standard is we have the orderliness. So orderliness naman, ang kailangan nilang i-check is the facilities and fixtures are properly arranged and installed in appropriate location. Limbawa, yung mga picture frame, ayan. And then may mga lampshade tayo sa loob ng guest room, television, and so on. So kailangan naka-installed siya properly. Linen is neatly folded, linen like blanket, ano pa ba? Mga comforter, towels, and so on. Beds are made up properly, linen are mitered and wrinkle-free. So hindi gusot, nakatak, no? Maigi yung four corners ng bed, nakatak yung blanket kumbaga. And syempre, presentable siya syempre sa ating guest once may mag-check-in, no? Sa ating mga guest room. So, wrinkle-free, mga kulubot, gusot. Okay? Ano pa ba? Yung parang galing sa labahan, no? And then, ipinatong lang sa kama, hindi masyadong na-steam or hindi masyadong um, na-set up ng maayos. And also, sa checklist number 3 natin, the standard is we have the sanitation. So, sa sanitation, we need to check the whole area is free from all sources of bacterial contamination such as undisposed garbage and leftover or stagnant water. Okay? So, yung mga undisposed garbage from time to time, chine-check dapat talaga yan. Hindi pwedeng tumambay or for a long period of time, no? 1 week yung basura natin sa guest room or kahit saang area sa hotel. Hindi pwede. From time to time, is kailangan natin siyang ma-dispose. And yung mga leftover food, no? Lalo na yung mga nag-check-in na guest, may iwan na mga pagkain, may nagkainan and whatsoever. So, kailangan din natin siyang iligpit. And stagnant water, ayan, kasama yan. Wet garbage is properly underlined with plastic, covered and disposed of regularly. So, glasses and water jug are installed in guest rooms. And then, it must be covered. So, that's for sanitation. And for guest comfort naman, rooms are properly ventilated and lighted. Okay? So guests are not disturbed by noise and other forms of distractions. And there are sufficient amenities for the comfort of guests like linen, toiletries, drinking glass. Then meron din tayong eye appeal. Ambience is suiting to the eyes and not dim or dull. Another, there is suitable interior design and proper blending of colors. So, ito yung mga curtains, no? Yung bed. Ayan, never to set up a bed. The color of the blanket is violet and then blue yung pillowcase natin, no? And whatsoever. Naging rainbow na. Okay? So, kailangan i-manage din natin yung expectation ng ating guest. Okay? Kasi nagbibigay yan ng appeal din sa kanila. No eyesore. Eyesore can be found in guest contact area. So, walang masakit sa mata, no? Na walang masakit sa mata na kulay na makikita sila. Another, the rooms. Sa safety naman, the rooms and public areas are free from any safety hazards like open electrical outlet, ayan, damaged tiles, slippery floors, and broken chairs. Building is provided with all required safety facilities like ventilated fire exits, emergency alarm, safety signs. And then safety instructions during emergencies are available in all rooms. Ayan. So, actually, itong fieldwork sana ninyo is actual, no? But since suspended ang klase natin, um, gagawin natin to as individual task. Okay? So, you need to prepare yellow pad paper individually. Pero sa tingin ko, you need to, to attach na lang, no? Your work sa ating Schoology. I will create the instruction. And then, list down standard of ideal housekeeping. So, create nyo lang yung mismong table, no, dun sa standard, natin, ideal housekeeping. Ito. Create kayo ng table. Ayan. Actually, ito mismo. Kokopyahin nyo lang. Yan. Cleanliness hanggang sa safety. Gawa kayo niyan. And then, yung description, kopyahin nyo din. Ngayon, sa bahay ninyo, halimbawa, nasa cleanliness kayo, all areas are immaculately clean. So, check your, ano, um, your house. Ayan. And then, i-check ninyo kung malinis naman. But if not, lagyan nyo lang ng X. No need to explain. Okay? So, don't worry. Ako lang naman makakabasa niyan. So, I will keep this in private. Okay? Corner to corner, top to bottom, including surface. Halimbawa, yung mga cabinets, patungan ng television ninyo sa bahay, closet ninyo, check nyo rin. Ayan. Kung medyo may alikabok, may sapot, no, may cobwebs na, try to put X. Okay? So, it's a matter of check and X lang yung ilalagay ninyo. Okay? So, supposedly, sa tayo sa Mac Hotel natin, yun yung evaluate nyo per group. Pero since sa bahay tayo ngayon, yung mga bahay ninyo, i-check ninyo, then put check or X lang. Okay? So, ako na bahalang niyan, umintindi dyan sa final result ng inyong output today. Okay? And then, kapag may question naman kayo, limbawa, medyo may magulo sa instruction, or may gusto kayong i-clarify, so don't hesitate to message me. Okay? So, ayan. So that's it for this morning. Thank you for listening and God bless everyone. Goodbye.